Some disappearances begin quietly. No scream, no struggle witnessed, just a car left in the dark. On a rural Vermont road, backed into an abandoned farmhouse, sat a vehicle with its headlights still on. The doors were open, belongings were scattered nearby, and the teenage girl who had been driving it was gone. Tonight, we're telling the story of Brianna Maitland, a 17-year-old who vanished in March of 2004, leaving behind more questions than answers. Welcome to Midnight Minute, where cold cases never go cold. Who was Brianna Maitland? Brianna was born on October 8, 1986 in Vermont. She was described by her father as well-rounded, independent, and well-liked, someone who made friends easily and didn't shy away from living life on her own terms. At just 17 years old, Brianna had already moved out of her parents' home, choosing instead to stay with friends. She found life on her parents' remote farm boring and preferred couch surfing with the help of friends and boyfriends. Her parents didn't always agree with her lifestyle, but they loved her deeply, and today they remain united in their belief that Brianna did not simply run away. Brianna had dropped out of high school, but she wasn't giving up. In fact, the day she disappeared, she had just taken her GED test, a major step toward independence. That same day, she went out to breakfast and shopping. While shopping with her mother, something unusual happened. Brianna suddenly noticed someone or something in the store that made her visibly uncomfortable. She left abruptly. To this day, no one knows exactly what she saw. Brianna was working hard, juggling 2 jobs, bussing tables at the Black Lantern Inn and a second job at a diner near St. Albans. She was scheduled to work an early morning shift the very next day. Before leaving for work on Friday, March 19, 2004, Brianna left a note for her roommate, Jillian Stout, saying she would be home after her shift, but she never was. Brianna was last seen during the late evening hours on March 19, 2004, leaving her job at the Black Lantern Inn around 11:20 p.m. She got into her 1985 Oldsmobile 88 and drove off into the night. That was the last confirmed sighting of Brianna Maitland. The following day, Vermont State Police discovered Brianna's car about 1 mile from her job in a rural area near Route 118 in Montgomery, Vermont. The vehicle was backed into an abandoned farmhouse in an eerie and unnatural position. The rear wheels were raised off the ground, making it impossible to drive. There was minor damage to the bumper, but nothing consistent with a major crash. The headlights were still on, the doors were open, and Brianna was nowhere to be found. One of the first people to spot the car reported seeing belongings scattered across the ground nearby, a detail that deeply troubled Brianna's father, who believes this points to a struggle. Inside the car, police found 2 of Brianna's paychecks, migraine medication, and other personal belongings, but her keys remained missing. At the time the car was discovered, police did not believe a crime had occurred. The vehicle was towed and no photos were taken. It wasn't processed as a crime scene. Later, investigators had to rely on photos taken by tourists who had noticed the car's unusual position and snapped pictures before it was removed. That early assumption that Brianna was a runaway would haunt the investigation. Brianna's parents had no idea she was missing for 3 days. There were several reasons for this delay. Brianna did not live with her parents. Her roommate had been out of town. She wasn't scheduled to work again immediately, and police didn't initially treat the situation as suspicious. When Jillian Stout returned from a weekend trip, she found the note Brianna had left, the one that said she would be home after work. She never came back. On Tuesday, March 23rd, Brianna's parents officially reported her missing. By then, precious time had already passed. Endless searches were conducted around the area where the car was found. Woods, fields, and nearby properties were thoroughly examined. No trace of Brianna was found. DNA was eventually discovered on an item near the car. It was compared against 11 people and matched 1 individual, but investigators say there is not enough evidence to name that person a suspect. Early sightings claim Brianna had been seen at a casino in Atlantic City, but none were verified. To this day, there have been no confirmed sightings of Brianna Maitland. 3 weeks before her disappearance, Brianna was brutally attacked by a female acquaintance. The assault left her with a broken nose, a concussion, 2 black eyes, and severe facial injuries. Charges were filed and the case was pending at the time Brianna vanished. The woman responsible was later cleared of involvement in Brianna's disappearance, but the timing has always raised questions. 1 week after Brianna went missing, police received a tip claiming she was being held at a home in Berkshire, Vermont by Raymond Ryans and Nathaniel Charles Jackson. Police raided the home. Brianna was not there. Later that year, another tip alleged that Ryans and Jackson were responsible for Brianna's disappearance and death. According to the source, Brianna had lent Ryans money to buy cocaine, and he never paid her back. An argument occurred, and she was allegedly killed, hidden, dismembered, and disposed of. These claims were never confirmed by authorities. Both men have denied involvement. Brianna's family firmly believes she was abducted. They point out that Brianna was trained in jiu-jitsu, making it unlikely that a single person could overpower her. They also believe she may have had a stalker in the weeks leading up to her disappearance. Others speculate that Brianna may have left town voluntarily, claiming she told friends she planned to leave, but authorities have never confirmed this. Some have even wondered if Brianna's case could be connected to Maura Murray, who vanished just 1 month earlier, also after a mysterious car incident in rural New England. Investigators have never confirmed a link. In March 2024, the FBI announced a $40,000 reward for information leading to the recovery of Brianna Maitland. Her father has hired private investigators and has never stopped searching. Though Brianna's parents have since split up, they remain united in their determination to find their daughter. More than 20 years later, her case remains unsolved. A teenage girl, a dark road, an abandoned farmhouse, and a life that vanished without explanation. If you have any information about the disappearance of Brianna Maitland, contact Vermont State Police or the FBI. Someone knows what happened that night. And until the truth comes to light, this case remains open. This has been Midnight Minute, because every minute matters, and some stories refuse to be forgotten. If you believe cases like Brianna Maitland's deserve answers, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Midnight Minute. It helps keep these stories visible, and sometimes visibility is what brings the truth to.